All right, let's go. First on our
top five.
top 5 things that we've taken away from Donald Trump's becoming our next president is, number 1, Donald Trump wasted no time throwing shade at Obama. Yes, that was big. It was like, I don't know if you noticed, but after he shook everybody's hands, he shook Barack Obama's hands and shook he didn't shake Bill Clinton's hand. Nah, they were standing in the back. He didn't say anything to them, but he fixed that later on in the day. But he got to the podium and started to talk, and he said, for years, DC has been crapping on people, and I'm going to change all that. I don't know what the hell these people here were doing in the White House for these past 8 years, but we're about to make some serious change today. The shade was amazing. I mean, his speech, he thanked everybody. He's all thank everybody. And then he said,
and we are grateful to President Obama and First Lady Michelle Obama for their gracious aid throughout this transition. They have been magnificent. Thank you. Because today, we are not merely transferring power from one administration to another, or from one party to another, but we are transferring power from Washington, D.C., and giving it back to you, the people. For too long, a small group in our nation's capital has reaped the rewards of government while the people have borne the cost.
Together, we will determine the course of America and the world for many years to come. All that other crap. What he basically just did was he told Obama, listen, you and your Democratic, power-hungry, trying to control everybody's lives, honchos are about to give the power back to the people, and I don't believe it for a second. The hater misses nothing. I know Donald Trump has no idea what he's talking about, but it's still good to hear. For too long, a small group in our nation's capital has reaped the rewards of government while the people have borne the cost. Washington flourished, but the people did not share in its wealth. Listen, I don't care how much you hate Donald Trump. I don't care how mad at you about him talking about building a wall. Everything he said thus far was the truth. He said the truth. In his first paragraph, he started throwing shade. The establishment protected itself, but not the citizens of our country. Their victories have not been your victories. Their triumphs have not been your triumphs. And while they celebrated in our nation's capital, there was little to celebrate for struggling families all across our lands. That's what I've been saying these past couple days. All you guys can hate on Truthit if you want, but what I say is the truth. Obama could have done more for black people. Obama did nothing for black people. There was nothing for me to celebrate. He's sitting in there in the White House celebrating, putting rainbows on his place, and nothing happened for anybody else. So yeah, I'm glad he threw a little bit of shade, but what I really hope is that his actions back up his shade. A texter asked, do I like Trump? Good question. I don't know. For a person to say, I like Trump, or I hate Trump as president, he hasn't done anything as president. All he's done was give a bunch of lip service. And that's why I waited 8 years. If you can check any tapes you want. In 8 years, I never said nothing bad about President Obama. Yeah, I said it. I'm telling the truth. I waited until Obama's 8 years were pretty much up before I started talking about his body of work. And I'm going to do the same thing for Trump. Do I like what Trump has said thus far? Absolutely not. Did a lot of stuff and moves he make seem alarming? Yes, the hell they are. What do I think about his job as president? He's been president for only 6 hours. So how am I supposed to know? I don't know. I don't know if I like Trump or not. I don't like him before now, but I don't know if I like him as president, and that's all I care about. Do I like Donald Trump as president? I didn't like him on The Apprentice. I didn't like him in the WWE when Stone Cold Steve Austin was giving him the Stone Cold Stunner and the double bird salute. I didn't care about all that stuff. All I care about is what his body of work is going to say. He mentioned black people, something I don't recall Trump doing. He mentioned inner cities and poor people. He mentioned a lot of stuff that I actually wanted to hear during his acceptance speech. But again, that's all it was an acceptance speech. It's not the first time that I've heard someone sound good and not have any actions with it. So let's go. So give me 4 years at least. Can a brother get 2 years? How about 2 months? How about 6 months? Give me a little bit of time before I really give my opinion on Donald Trump as president.